The first week of the West Indies CG United Super 50 cricket tournament have been completed, and there is nothing to write home about. The level of performances have been very disappointed, with top 6 batsmen batting a total of 114 innings. There have only been 3 centuries. And this despite only 2 of the West Indies top 6 not in the tournament, Brandon King and Nicholas Pura. All of the West Indies top batsmen are here, but why is it that only 25 off centuries have been scored? Furthermore, 25 off centuries and only 3 centuries. That means for the 28 times that batsmen have passed 50 in this tournament, only 3 have gone on to make an 100. I'm trying to find the reason why the level of performance is far below that of last year or even this year earlier in the regional 4-day cricket tournament. Someone said to me, the players are up watching the World Cup at nights, and as a result, they are not ready to play the game. But I retouted that and saying, these players, they don't watch cricket. So I do not believe that theory that they are up watching the World Cup at nights. So when it comes for them to play in the day, they are lethargic. The performance overall is just generally poor. The highly touted young guns like Kirk McKenzie, Kofi James, Kevin Wickham, Tevin Imlach, Kevin Anderson are very, very disappointed. Matthew Nandu and Teddy Bishop are just about all in their own, but yet again, there's nothing to write home about those 2 players. Hello everyone, and welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. This is the Cricket Forum. The 2 players that have impressed me the most in this year's tournament so far are both from the combined colleges and campuses. John Jeremiah, I think he's a very impressive batsman, very quick hands, stays still at the crease, good techniques. And I love this chap. I love the way he's performing. I love the temperament that he shows at the crease. And I think that he is a genuine talent and is somebody who should be fast-tracked and be part of the West Indies setup, at least at the training level. I'm not here saying that he should be in the West Indies ODI team, but I think that it is someone that some attention needs to pay to. Just like Kadeem Alain is also from the combined colleges and campus team. And he, to me, has been very impressive also, not only with the bat, but also with the ball. He's a brilliant time off the ball when he's batting, and he's able to bowl a stiff pace. And so these are the 2 players that have impressed me so far in this tournament. Once again, we have seen where players like Shimron Etmaya, Kyle Myers, Rovman Powell, Ruston Chase are failing to shine in a local tournament. With only 1 week of the tournament have passed, however, we hope that the next week starting tomorrow, as today is a rest day, we will see a much improved performances from these players. After all, they are our players. They are the ones who we are expecting to represent the West Indies, and they are the ones who we are expecting to do well. So we hope in this, our regional Super 50 tournament, they will come to the party next week. I'm just going to quickly run through some of the basic stats in this tournament. And as you see on the screen there, those are the 4 leading batsmen in the tournament so far. Now, the criteria for making this list of 4, and you may wonder why not 5 or 10, is because it's only 1 week in the tournament so far, but I've set the criteria to put you on my list. So with most of the batsmen playing 3 matches, some playing 2, you would have to score more than 150 runs, a total. Not in 1 innings, but a total over those 3 matches to make the list. That would be the number 1 criterion. The other criterion for you to make this list is that your strike rate and your average, when they are added together, must be over 150. So those are the two criteria that I use to compile this list. And from those two criteria, only 4 batsmen were able to fit in that criteria. You have to score over 150 runs in the 3 matches, and your strike rate and your average must add up to 150 or more. So K-John Utley from Trinidad and Tobago Red Force once again is leading the batting chart. We saw last year in the Super 50, Utley was leading the run scoring chart for a long time before he fell off in the latter part of the tournament. At 34 years old, I am one who believes that age doesn't matter. And if Utley continues to make runs, then the West Indies selectors should have a look at him, because this is the second consecutive CG United Super 50 tournament that at this stage of the competition is ahead in the run scoring chart. Alec Athanaze, that first match that the Windward Island Volcanoes played, I think it was against the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. What a knock from Alec Athanaze. He really showed some class there. He was hitting the ball so well. He was impressive in that match. He has scored 179 runs so far, and I must mention that Utley, who have the highest score in the tournament of 134 not out, is also the only batsman in the tournament so far that have scored more than 200 runs. Athanaze at 179, he has 2 half centuries. And this is one of the measurements that one can use to see that last year the performances of the players were much higher. At this time last year, Athanaze, instead of having 2 half centuries, he had 2 centuries. So at 179 runs, he's second on the chart. Darren Bravo, Old Man River continues to roll along with 157 runs. They have so far scored 2 half centuries. And Shafrain Waterford with a brilliant 105 not out yesterday to take the Guyana Harpy Eagles to victory. He is on 157 with that 1 century being his standout achievement. So those are the 4 leading batsmen in the tournament up to this time. As I said, these batsmen would have scored more than 150 runs, and their strike rate and average when added together would have been more than 150. As the tournament goes along, the number of runs the batsmen score will increase, but the strike rate and average will remain at 150. That criterion will remain at 150. When we look at the bowlers in the bowling department, and this is the criteria for the bowlers, you will have to take 5 or more wickets. Your economy, your average, and your strike rate should be below 45. So let me say that again. You will have to take 5 or more wickets in the 3 matches that you have played so far. And when you add your strike rate, your average, and your economy together, it must be below 45 for you to make this list. So on this list is 5 bowlers. Daniel Durham, who got that 7 for 29 against the Jamaican Scorpion. The Jamaican Scorpion at this stage are at bottom of the table, but I'll come to the table very shortly. So Daniel Durham, who have got 10 wickets. Yannick Currier, who have gotten 9. Romario Shepherd, and once again, we have seen Romario Shepherd near the top of a bowling chart. Whether it is CPL or whether it is Super 50, Romario Shepherd is always there or thereabout. And he has come a far way, and we should applaud Romario Shepherd for the improvement that we are seeing from this young man. Joshua Bishop, who have gotten a 6 wicket playing for the West Indies Academy, and Aidan Walsh Jr., who is on 4 wickets. So those 5 bowlers who have gotten more than 5 wickets to be on the top at the top of the chart, when you had their average, their economy, and their strike rate together, it is below 45. That's why they made this chart. Finally, before I come to your comments, I just want to look at the points table. As I said before, I cannot work it out. I just do not know how to work it out. It is too complex for me. I have come up with a points table or a point structure that I think could have fit the competition best, and I will release it in a few days or so. So when I look at the points table, the Leeward Islands Hurricane, after 3 matches, they're on 22 points, the same as the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, who are on 22 points from 3 matches, but they're ahead on net run rate. The West Indies Academy, they're in third spot on 14 points from 3 games, and the Guyana Harpy Eagle comes 4th with 13 points from 4 games. The Barbados Pride, who have only played 2 matches so far, they have 11 points. The combined colleges and campuses have 13 points. The Windward Volcanoes, they only have 5 points from 2 games. And the Jamaica Scorpion, who are sitting at the bottom of the table, they only have 1 point from 2 games. So it is very interesting that the Scorpion, who are the champions, are sitting at the bottom of the table. Can they come up to 4th position and then win those 2 knockout matches? And that is why I'm very happy that Cricket West Indies will be awarding $50,000 to the team that is at the top of the table after the round robin round. That is commendable, because you can have a team that finish a distant 4th and they win the semi-final and win the finals and win the $100,000 for winning the final. So that I'm very happy that the team that is at the top of the table will receive $50,000 at the end of the preliminary round. Congratulations to Cricket West Indies. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. So Galen is saying that what happened to my screen? What the hell is happening to the screen? Good morning, Merrick. Bless up, Cricket Forum. Bless up. I cannot understand what is happening to my screen at this time, but it has gone blank. I just do not know, but I will take your comment in the meantime. Good morning, Cricket Forum. Top of the morning, Mr. Casanova. Guys need to step up. Indeed, Alain Payne. They definitely need to step up. You cannot, in a tournament like this, having only 3 centuries. It is a top tournament in the West Indies, and you only have 3 centuries. I do not know what has gone wrong with my screen at this time. I honestly do not know why, but I hope you are hearing me loud and clear, so we may continue the discussion. Guys definitely need to step up. Good morning, Sol 4X. Mr. Casanova is saying they really don't watch international cricket at all. I agree with you, Mr. Casanova, because I do not see these guys learning and adapting some of the qualities of those players that are in international cricket. When you look at our guys' play, when you look at our guys' attitude, it is like chalk to cheese for the rest of the team. Even yesterday, Jonathan Trott, the Afghanistan coach, was saying his team is probably the fittest in the competition. What can we say that about the West Indies team? Why isn't Mansingh not in the Jamaican team? Those questions I cannot answer, but he is playing for the combined colleges and campuses, and he's putting in a lot of work. So the important thing that he is playing. Why did Jamaica not select him? I don't know. Did his father, who is head of sport at the University of the West Indies, insisted that he plays for the combined colleges and campuses? That is just speculation, but maybe. But he's playing, and that is the important thing. He's playing for the combined colleges and campuses, and he's doing a lot of bowling. And he's just like Nandu and Bishop. He's holding his own, but there's nothing to write home about. Merrick Murditt is saying, I'm starting to wonder if these players have any interest in 50 overs cricket. And that could be a concern to Merrick. That could be a concern, definitely. It could be. The players are not committed to perform to the best of their ability, so to impress the selectors. And if that is the case, Does it show a lack of ambition? Does it show that you want to be selected for the West Indies team because someone like you? Or you're just a one-eyed man in a blind man country? That's how you want to be picked for the West Indies team? I really hope that Gale and Evans is not right and they are just having a bad spell, and come tomorrow, starting from tomorrow, we will see improvements in the performances of these players. And so Shangu said, I think that with the level of our cricketers that they aren't doing too bad. Shangu, the reason why I would say I'm going to say this is that we saw that in last year's tournament the standard was much higher. We saw in the regional 4-day cricket tournament that ends in April, our standard was very high. Our standards was applauded then. So why this drop off in standard, Django? I really think they can do better. But again, your opinion could be right. I may be wrong, and you may be right. I am not challenging your opinion. I'm just giving you mine. I see Lara putting out a post to the Super 50 players about Sobers telling him he needs to watch the ball in the bowler's hand before it's bowled. I hope they understand what he said. Well, Mr. Casanova, I've not seen that, but it is good that you have brought that to our attention. And that is one of the reasons why I love this community so much, because there's so much information in this community. There's so much intelligence in this community, and we are always learning from each other in this community. Alan Payne, Rutherford made 100 yesterday, and we should applaud him for his 100. May he now begins to show some consistency, and then he will give the West Indies selectors a nudge. But just as they say, one shallow doesn't make a summer. One century should not be the way to the West Indies team. So I hope that Rutherford will be consistent. I wish all the players well, and I really want to see the players consistent. Mr. Casanova, our level of cricket now is below every team in the World Cup. I do not doubt that, Mr. Casanova. I could agree with that point. I would have no objection to that point, because despite all the, what you'd say, all the intricacies of the point structure, which they said was implemented so that the teams will make more runs and so forth, we are seeing where only one team in this tournament have passed 300 runs. Sorry about that. And that is the West Indies Academy. They made 318 against the combined colleges and campuses. And I think the combined colleges and campuses respond by scoring 285. So it was a good pitch. So despite, and I hate repeating myself, despite the intricacies and the complexity of the point structure to improve batting and to make team make more runs, we are seeing after 11 matches, only one team have passed 300 runs. Interestingly, the captain of the West Indies Academy, he conceded 80 runs, I think from 9 overs, or was it 9 overs or 8 overs against the combined colleges and campuses. So Naeem Young have conceded 80 runs from his 9 overs, which make him the most expensive bowler in any one innings in the tournament. So Cricket West Indies should have some concern with the level of performance. And we too as fans, we must be concerned about the level of performances from these players. And we hope, as I said, that come next week, starting tomorrow, we'll see a higher level of performances from this player. I agree, they can do much better, said Shangu. Definitely needs better work ethic all round. Thank you for that comment very much, Shangu. I want to thank you all for being here. Please flash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Today I'm going to play some it is not Corrigan cricket. Over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I've been taking part in this, what they call it, the Masters League cricket, the US Masters League cricket that has been played in Jamaica with teams from Jamaica and the United States. Now on Saturday, I got a 1-ball ducks. And I'm telling you that the umpire bite me. I do not know his first name, but his second name is Robinson. And Robinson is my good friend, my very good friend. We have drinks together all the time. We go to the bar all the time and have a drinks. So he's my good friend. And he will still be my good friend after this. But the ball was missing another set of stumps. And Robinson still gave me out. He still gave me out. And I said to Robinson, you must be joking, man. This ball is way down the leg side. He said, Mr. Brown, get off the field. I just couldn't believe that my good friend would choose me to make the worst decision ever in his life when the ball was missing another set of stump down the leg side. So I'm playing in the US Master League, which includes team from Jamaica and the United States. And I have another match to play again today. And I think I'm going to crack something today as long as Robinson is not the umpire. I really hope that Robinson is not the umpire. He's my good friend and will still remain friend. But it seems that when I'm batting, he wants to send me off the pitch. Thank you all for tuning in. That was just a lighter moment there. Good morning, Donald Pop. We look forward to the second week of the CG Super 50 tournament and definitely hope that the West Indies players and all the players in this tournament who are looking to represent the West Indies will raise the level of their performances to one that we can be happy about. As the Cricket World Cup draws towards the finishing stage, we'll be here more often doing some watch along. Just like the Jamaican Scorpion, the England team, who are the defending champions, are at the bottom of the table. So this may here where defending champions finish last. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Please smash a like on the video and click